What's up, y'all? This is Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is. Trigger ranking, man. We got a good one coming up. Y'all know the rules. Y'all coming in, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification, all of that. On top of all of that, y'all want to support the channel. Everything is up in the description at the top. Cash App and all of my other social media platforms. So, with that being said, let's get to it. Panda Press. I don't know if y'all know, we last night or yeah, today, 50 Cent just dropped the documentary on Diddy. And he dropped it on Netflix, so y'all check it out. If y'all already watch it, y'all can come in the comment section and tell me how y'all felt about it. But we about to get a little overview from it from Panda Press. Y'all check out Panda Press. This is who we are reacting to at this moment.
Yo, let me get this.
Hold on. And this from me, from me to y'all.
You are watching a master at work.
Great, bro. Now that Diddy's in prison and 50 Cent got this Netflix doc loading up, suddenly everybody want to act like evil just got patched out the system.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
You got folks online yelling, finally, justice, making think pieces, reaction clips, podcasts, whole dissertations, like locking up one dude magically washed away 30 years of industry filth.
Stupid.
Be serious. Diddy ain't innocent. Nah, let's start there. He been wilding for decades. And if people were hurt, they deserve to be heard. But acting like Diddy built this mess all by himself, bro, he didn't create the culture. He's a product of it. And that's the part y'all don't want to sit with. Where were the labels when the rumors started?
I never seen it.
Where were the brands when the whispers got louder? Where were the networks, the platforms, the investors, the friends of the culture when the money was rolling in and the parties were legendary?
Y'all know what's going on, and so do I.
Oh, they were right there. Front row, bottle service, VIP
Drewski was in that nigga bathroom trying on his robe.
wristbands on. And now that things look ugly, everybody want to slide to the back like they ain't never seen nothing. So yeah, 50 exposed Diddy, facts. But who exposing the machine that built both of them? Who exposing the boardrooms? Who exposing the billionaires? Who exposing the executives who profited off every tour, every scandal, every hit record, every bad boy moment? Nobody touches them. They untouchable. And y'all know it. In this video, I'm gonna break down why Diddy's fall looked more like a sacrifice than a cleanup. How 50's documentary might be justice and business at the same time. And why the true power players, the people signing checks, shaping culture, still sitting.
Basically, this right here is gonna shape this right here is gonna shape excuse me, y'all, the public perception of Diddy when he actually is released from prison. He already had got a little bit of time, but they trying to make it to where when he get out, he ain't gonna be able to come out to basically nothing.
Comfy while the internet celebrates like something really changed. If that makes you uncomfortable, good. That means you finally looking past the headline. The internet been celebrating Diddy's downfall like it's New Year's Eve, bro.
Oh my God! Wow!
Timelines flooded, think pieces everywhere. Folk acting like throwing Diddy in the cell magically wiped away 30 years of industry corruption. And that tells you everything about society today. People don't want justice. They want a symbol, something they can point at, something that makes them feel like the world is fixing itself. It's emotional, not
That's definitely not it.
logical. Because here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Diddy didn't operate in a vacuum. He didn't sign $1 million deals in a basement. He didn't host global events without permits, brands, lawyers that magically teleported into his life. He moved inside an entire machine, built by corporations, protected by executives, funded by billionaires, enabled by platforms. That same machine acting like
Damn, son.
This whole Diddy is finally paying for everything narrative.
What's up?
Bruh, it's not accountability. It's a pressure release valve, a performance, a
That's
sacrifice.
exactly what we're doing. We following the exact truth right now. Appreciate you for the like, whoever else in here, y'all hit the like button too.
The industry needed a body to throw on the table, and Diddy was the easiest one to choose because the public already hated him. Ask yourself this. If the machine is truly cleaning house, why does it always start and end with the black celebrity and never the white executives who built the playground they were acting on?
Why?
This ain't justice, it's strategy, and they using us for applause. Let's talk about Diddy and Fort Dix. Because the theater, the acting, bruh, this man is staging whole photo shoots behind a federal fence. You got Diddy sitting on cinder blocks eating ramen like it's by chain link fences like he doing a Calvin Klein ad. You got him sending narratives like, I'm good and
Damn, son.
On a vacation rental, if it's not listed on
Yeah, I got premium,
Booking.com,
y'all.
it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform. Don't let your vacation
place.
None of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lied.
Every single frame smells like fear wrapped in ego. Because deep down, Diddy is terrified. He's a pampered industry king trying to cosplay as a prison general. And everybody in that yard sees right through it. Then there's the I fed lie. Bruh, feeding 1,000 inmates is illegal. The Bureau of Prisons straight up rolled their eyes at that headline. Even though we'd be in trouble if that happened. But Diddy don't care. He only cares about the headline. This is the same man who bragged about giving out scholarships. But when trial time came, not one student showed up with a letter saying Diddy changed my life. Not one. It's a pattern. Big headline, big promise, zero follow through. And now, he's trying to pull the same stunt from behind bars. Look at me. I'm doing good. I'm powerful. I'm respected. Meanwhile, he just got hit with disciplinary actions, lost privileges, and keeps trying to convince inmates he got a presidential pardon on the way. Why he lying like this?
Shit, I don't even know. Like,
I don't even know.
That. Like,
Because predators survive by projecting strength. And once that mask drops, everyone sees the weakness underneath. But again, ask the bigger question. Why is everyone obsessing over Diddy's personal downfall?
Yeah, because I mean, we really they did a documentary about R. Kelly. This is a documentary here about Diddy. I ain't seen no documentary about Weinstein. They might have made one about Epstein, but I haven't seen that one either because, basically all the information in the Epstein trials was basically sealed up until about, last week? But you still had a lot of redactions. A lot of information was redacted in the actual Epstein files. So, I mean, some of them names we still will never know some of the names. So, it is what it is.
All the industry structure that created him still lives untouched. Now let's talk about 50 Cent. Because when he steps into a story, it's never random, it's never innocent, and it's never about just one man. Netflix ain't dropping this like a documentary. They dropping this like a bomb. A 4-episode guided missile built by a man who spent his whole career mastering the art of the strategic hit.
Damn, 4 episodes.
A doc like this does not exist in a vacuum. 50 has a long history with Diddy. He understands public perception better than most CEOs. He knows when a story is hot. He knows exactly how to time content for cultural impact. This doc ain't about revenge. It's about narrative control. It's about writing history while the body is still warm.
He dropped that joint on December 2nd, so it's like I don't know if he did this for like, hey, we get this for Christmas. I mean, that's crazy.
The industry isn't scared of Diddy. They scared of the story this documentary might tell. The story that shows he wasn't a lone monster, but the product of a system. The story that hints at enablers. The story that might show patterns. The story that could reflect badly on a whole lot of people who've been quiet for a reason. And that's why so many big names are mysteriously silent right now. You know silence is loud, right? They not scared of Diddy. They scared 50 might accidentally expose them. Here's something funny. And by funny, I mean terrifying. Every big celebrity who normally rides for Diddy, every exec who used to brag about partying with him, every industry family friend who used to smile for pics, all of them suddenly went quiet. No trips to Good Morning America.
Damn, son.
No Instagram essays. No, y'all got my boy wrong. Nothing. Silence. And silence from powerful people, that's never innocence. That's fear management. They trying to figure out, does the documentary mention?
They trying to keep this shit PC.
Me? Do I look complicit? Was I there that night? Do I need to delete old photos before the internet finds them? Bruh, the way people been scrubbing their social media is insane. But here's the deeper truth. The silence is proof of a system, not an individual. Because if
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Diddy was a one-man problem, people wouldn't be scrambling right now. They just let him fall and move on.
Exactly.
But the way folks are backing away, it tells you they all know his behavior was not an isolated glitch. And those people are still untouched. This is where we get real philosophical, bruh. Diddy is the face, but faces are disposable. The system needs pawns, not kings. Celebrities are easy to punish because they're visible, they're loud, they're messy. They make great headlines. But the system, the corporations, the boards, the investors, the institutions,
silent, mute. Don't hear nothing from them. Not a that. You ain't gonna hear nothing. Not a word from them.
The people who profited the most, they always walk free. Because holding Diddy accountable doesn't threaten their money. Holding them accountable will. And that ain't happening. Not in America. So Diddy gets the flames. 50 gets the content. Netflix gets the views. The public gets the dopamine hit. And the true power players, they over there sipping wine in the penthouse, celebrating how easy it is to distract the public. We punish individuals. So the system never changes. It's the oldest trick in the book. All right, now let's talk about the people who really scare me in this story. Not Diddy, not 50, not the blogs, not the fans, but the ones we never see. The executives, the boards, the investors, the corporate partners, the brand directors, the
Damn, son.
the platform owners. These are the folks who built empires off Diddy's back, who sat in glass off eating catered sushi while signing off on deals that made him global. And now that Diddy's name is radioactive, they done vanished into thin air. Poof, gone. Where are the liquor companies that made billions off Ciroc face? Where are the fashion partners who used him to sell urban cool to suburban kids?
I've never seen him.
Where are the networks that let him host shows?
I've never
be the face of the culture. Where are the billionaire mentors who vote for him in boardrooms? They all hiding behind PR teams, bruh. letting Diddy drown alone while they move on to their next urban ambassador. And look, I ain't naming criminals. I'm naming patterns. Patterns that been here since Motown,
All right, hit the
since
like
Death
button.
Row,
Hit the like button.
since the early days of MTV. The pattern is this. When a black star gets too messy, the system sacrifices him. But the people who funded him, shaped him, marketed him, and weaponized his image.
Look at OJ. They did the same thing. Look at Michael Jackson. Same thing. We can go back to the early 1900s. Jack Johnson. Yeah, it's just a lot, bro.
They stay respectable. They stay successful. They stay clean. Tell me that ain't strategic. Tell me that ain't intentional. Tell me the true power players ain't playing chess with our culture, using celebrities as pawns. And that's the real demon mode people don't want to acknowledge.
Damn,
Diddy is
son.
guilty, yeah, but he's also useful because he takes all the heat that should have been aimed at the infrastructure behind him. Now we got to talk about 50 Cent's role in this. And look, I respect 50's hustle. His mind is sharp. He is strategist. He know how to make entertainment and money at the same time. But here's the uncomfortable question. If you really exposing the truth, why stop at Diddy? Why not expose the machine that created him? Why not expose the billion-dollar structures behind hip-hop culture? Why not expose the executives who enabled a whole era of toxicity, abuse, exploitation, payola, corruption, intimidation, backdoor deals?
Why?
Because let me tell you something. Diddy was not the brain behind that system. He was the product of it. But 50 keeps his crosshairs aimed at the star, not the star makers. He go after the visible target, the click-friendly name, the man the public already hates. And I get it. Going after executives don't get you memes. Going after billionaires don't get you viral clips. Going after institutions don't get you Netflix deals. But if we talking about a real reckoning, a real change, a real cultural shift, then the question is simple. Is 50 exposing a predator, or is he exposing the most convenient one? Because the system...
Hey, I'm sorry to say it. He messing with the most convenient one.
Loves when black men fight black men, while the actual architects sit comfortably in silence. And that silence, that's how you know who really holds power. Now let's talk about that rumored moment in the documentary. The one insiders keep describing like it's some biblical revelation. A quiet voice, a tired voice, someone who never spoke before, someone who lived inside Diddy's world during the height of the empire, someone with nothing to gain and no need to perform. Then Netflix allegedly puts that testimony beside archival footage. Footage we all seen before, but framed in a new way. A way that shifts everything. A way that connects dots the public didn't know were connected. A way that makes you go, oh shit. Not loud, not graphic, not overproduced, just surgical storytelling. And that is what the industry fears more than evidence, more than documents, more than lawsuits. Because documentaries in 2025 don't rely on proof. They rely on emotion. The right scene can end a career faster than a conviction. The right edit can shift culture more than a press release.
Come on
The
now,
right
dog.
testimony
Come on, man.
can bury a man deeper than the truth ever could. But here's the part nobody talking about. If Netflix can do this to Diddy, they can do this to anyone.
They could do it
And
to
the
you
system
too,
knows
goddamn. Yep.
That's why executives are sweating while Diddy sits behind bars pretending he's good.
And that's why it's good to be up under like your own umbrella, like Isaac Hayes III. I forget the actual. He got something like his own platform, and it's like basically free speech on them.
You think the powerful are scared of the truth? Nah, they scared of the storytelling. They scared of the edit. They scared of the public reaction because you don't need proof to destroy power. You just need a compelling narrative. And the reckoning might be holding a mirror the industry never wanted to see. This part gonna make some folks uncomfortable. The public loves canceling celebrities, loves exposing them, loves dragging them, loves watching the downfall like it's a season finale.
What's up?
But when it comes to holding systems accountable, people suddenly get tired. They don't want to think. They don't want to dig. They don't want to read contracts, study patterns, analyze structures. They want the surface level drama, the easy dopamine. Canceling Diddy is easy. It's entertaining. It feels like justice. It feels like progress. It feels like the culture is healing. But demanding accountability from corporations, from brand executives, from billionaires, from media institutions, from the same people who normalized Diddy's behavior for decades, yeah, nobody wants that smoke. And that's why nothing ever changes. Because the public settles for the symbolic victory, not the systemic one. We punish the mascot, not the league. We punish the rapper, not the record label. We punish the face, not the foundation. Which is exactly why the true power players will always stay safe. Unless someone forces the world to look deeper. And so far, nobody has. Not even 50. So
they brought up in the case, they brought up Lucian Grain's name. We'll just say in that Diddy case, but I'm just saying basically other people in the industry have gotten, big cases like thrown out because they either paid the money to have it settled out of court, or it just the powers that be swept it up under the rug. I'm not gonna keep naming names, but we do know that Lucian Grain's was actually in the Diddy paperwork.
Imagine for a second what a real reckoning would look like. Not the Netflix version, not the celebrity downfall version, not the PR-approved justice. A real reckoning means labels exposing internal misconduct reports, corporations admitting how much they knew, boards explaining why they ignored red flags, executives testifying about culture, contracts, abuses of power, brands acknowledging complicity, media explaining why they protected certain stars, investors revealing the deals they funded despite rumors. But here's the truth. It never happened. Because a real reckoning would cost billions. It would topple entire companies.
Yep.
It would expose racial biases and punishment gets handed out.
I don't know if y'all know, some hidden footage just went out about the Campbell Soup Company. And basically, I don't know, it was some higher up in the company, and he basically was just talking down on the food and all this and all that. Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, man. And Campbell Soup right now is taking the big hit. Y'all can go look it up. It's online. I'm sure they got multiple videos of on YouTube about them talking about it.
It will force institutions to take responsibility for the monsters they manufactured. The world doesn't want that. The industry doesn't want that. America doesn't want that. So instead, they give you Diddy. One man, one downfall, one storyline. And the public claps like something changed. But behind the scenes, the machine stays intact. The board meetings stay the same. The power stays untouched. The system stays unchallenged. Diddy is the distraction, not the lesson. And until we stop celebrating symbolic sacrifices, nothing real will ever get fixed. Bruh, can we please talk about this I'm good in prison cosplay Diddy keep doing? Every time I refresh my phone, bam, another staged TMZ photo like he on a retreat. Diddy by the fence. Diddy fake meditating. Diddy smiling like he not smelling industrial soap and depression.
thiệt chứ không?
What's he doing?
He's
beginning to
beginning to believe.
Stop it right
Beginning to
now.
believe. Hold on, we got to run that
Like
back.
he not smelling industrial soap and depression.
What is he doing? He's beginning to believe.
Stop it right now. Ain't nobody happy in prison, especially not a billionaire who lived on yachts.
What's up?
I don't care how many photo ops he do, you can't vibe your way through federal time. But here's what people keep missing, and pay attention because this part is wild. Those photos ain't for us. Nah, bruh. Those photos are for the inmates. Because inside, fear is currency. Weakness is blood in the water. And Diddy knows if he ever looks scared, even once, someone gonna test him. So he gotta act like he's good, like he got power, like he got protection, like Trump got him on speed dial, like God's sending them release papers tomorrow morning. He's selling dreams he don't even believe.
And what would be crazy if Trump just said, you know what, let Diddy out of jail. Trump goddamn know how to work the media, and if he did that, it would go crazy. It would definitely go crazy.
He paying that $500,000 fine early. He lying about feeding 1,000 inmates. He got PR people hallucinating in group chats, all to convince people he's still the king. But truth, he's scared, terrified. A man with no bodyguards is naked in there. This ain't strength. It's
That man naked in there, guy. Naked. That's crazy.
Survival theater. It's desperation wrapped in photo filters. It's panic dressed up as confidence. And the irony, while he doing all this performing, the real power players, the ones who built his empire, they out here relaxing, sipping green juice, deleting old emails. Diddy is fighting for image. They fighting for distance. And they winning. All right, now we get into the heart of this whole mess. A man falls, but the system that built him keeps walking. And that, my guy, that's the part that pisses me off the most. Let's really look at it. Why is it always one black celebrity who becomes the symbol of industry evil? Why always one villain for the whole culture? Why one downfall? As if he invented all this by himself. Be serious. Where the labels at? Where the brand executives at? Where the networks that used him as a cultural ATM? Where the investors who profited off his persona? Oh, that's right. They hiding behind silence and NDAs. Diddy gets the smoke, they get the distance. You see the setup? Power protects power. It always has. Diddy was valuable when he made them money. Now he valuable as a cautionary tale. Either way, he a tool. And here's the part people refuse to understand. This ain't a real reckoning. This ain't justice. This ain't the culture healing. A real reckoning would expose the executives who approved everything, the brands who ignored red flags, the networks who protected him, the partners who enabled him, the money pipelines that relied on his chaos. But that would cost billions. That would destroy companies. That would expose racial double standards and punishment. So instead, they give you one man, one face, one downfall, and the public claps like something changed. But behind the scenes, the system is cleaning its hands while Diddy bleeds publicly. That's not justice. That's ritual. And in this ritual, the true power players always walk away untouched. This ain't a reckoning, it's a recycling. A rebranding of the same machine with a new villain on the poster. So look, after everything we just broke down, the documentaries, the distractions, the narratives, the silence, the machine, you gotta sit with something real uncomfortable. Diddy might be guilty. He might deserve every consequence coming his way. But the world ain't clapping because justice happened. They clapping because someone took the fall. And when people celebrate a downfall more than they question the system, that ain't healing. That ain't accountability. That's entertainment dressed up like morality. Because the truth is, and bruh, hear me on this. If the machine really wanted change, if the industry really wanted a reckoning, if the powerful really wanted to clean house, Diddy wouldn't be in there alone. And yet, here we are. One man drowning. 1,000 hands pretending they never touched the water. Meanwhile, the real architects, the executives, the boards, the billionaires, they sitting somewhere warm, comfortable, untouched, probably watching Netflix with herbal tea. That's the part that breaks my heart a little bit. Because every time we get a big fall, the world acts like the system fixed itself, but the infrastructure stays exactly the same. People call this a reckoning, but a reckoning with who? One man? One face? One story? Nah. A real reckoning means everybody who let this happen steps into the light too. But they won't. Because power protects power. Always has, always will. So yeah, 50 owes Diddy. But who gonna expose the hands that fed both of them? And maybe that's the lesson today. Don't confuse spectacle with justice. Don't confuse a sacrifice with a solution. Don't confuse one downfall with accountability. If the system stays the same, nothing changed, nothing got better, nothing healed. We just got a new headline, a new villain, a new distraction. And until people start asking real questions, not the safe ones, not the convenient ones, we gonna keep watching the same movie with a different cast. So yo, what do you think? Do you believe Diddy is the whole?
Y'all check out Panda Purse, man. Bro got a great channel. Great channel. Alright, y'all, hold on. Keep going. Let me see. See what the big ad news talking about. Alright. Let's just see. Let's see what Uncle Ocho talking about. They talking about go get security ASAP. So we're gonna do nightcap. See what they're talking about. I might do a little hour or two. See what's up.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, hours after the Eagles lost to the Bears on Friday, Philly OC Kevin Petula was a victim of a house getting egged. Petula has been heavily criticized this season for the underperformance of the Eagles offense. The team ranks at the bottom third of nearly every offensive category. Ocho.
This is crazy because they just won the Super Bowl last year. And they're basically looked at as the worst, one of the worst teams. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, buddy.
Consider how much eggs cost. Man, us damn near what, $8, $9 done?
Hey, listen, they told me we were in a financial crisis. They told me the economy was bad. And we got people out here wasting the egg to egg somebody's house. Listen, I love the Philly fans. Philly fans are a very passionate fan base. They travel well, they support their team through thick and thin. They ain't really had too much thin, but goddamn, this is the same fan base that threw snowballs at Santa Claus years ago. I hear that story all the time.
He deserved it. He didn't bring no gifts.
So something like this.
Bruh, saying he ain't bringing no gifts. I need you to bring gifts this year, Santa, please.
Doesn't surprise me. being how serious they are about their football team. They won the Super Bowl last year. Things haven't been the same. The offense doesn't look the same. So who is the blame?
How
Whose
you win
name
the Super
keeps
Bowl?
coming up over
Bro,
and
how you win the Super Bowl last year and your shit declined in one? Bro, I remember Patrick Mahomes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Patrick Mahomes won 2 years in a row. He went back to back one time, if I'm not mistaken. But I know he got I think he got 3 under his belt, or maybe 4, if I'm not mistaken.
over and over. Listen, that they're going a little too far. They're going a little too far. They need to have 24-hour security at Kevin Patullo's house, so they don't have this issue anymore. They don't. They don't do the players like that. I mean, damn.
I mean, they playing so bad. If I was an Eagles fan, I would be like, for real.
Look, I get it. I get that, fans get upset. They want to win. I mean, they're so passionate. Fan is short for fanatic. And when you fanatic about something, you sometimes, you go over the edge and you get fanatical about it.
Yeah.
That's not your excuse, because I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way. This says because they're upset, they have a right to be upset. Boo all that you want to.
Yes.
Don't damage the man's property.
Yeah. Come on, that's too far. That's too far.
Damage the man's property. That's what I'm saying. Look, they need to get this thing fixed. It was a lot easier for Jalen Hurts to play quarterback last year because Ocho, he was throwing the wide open windows because it was single coverage. Because we got to get this 8th guy down to stop Saquon. Got to stop Saquon. Look, he's not the greatest thrower of the football, and that's not enough. There are a lot of guys that's been able to make in the league without being great throwers of the football. Everybody gonna be Aaron Rodgers. Everybody gonna be a Patrick Mahomes and some of these great throwers of the football. Some people are gonna have to win games a different way.
Right.
And so, I think the thing is with Jalen is that we look at him, it's not as aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Is he as great a thrower of football as that? No, absolutely not. You might say that, well, he won a Super Bowl. Okay. If that's your only measure, take off. But there have been a lot of players that have won Super Bowls that's not as good as some of the players that haven't.
Right.
But they need to figure this out and what's going on. They're gonna have to trust Jalen. Jalen's gonna have to trust them, and he's gonna have to take some risks.
Mm-hmm.
He just is.
Yeah. Listen,
because I just don't see a scenario now, Ocho, where this running game ain't even close to what it was last year.
No, absolutely not. And the fact that it hasn't got going this late into the season is probably not going to show up. It's probably not going to show up. I mean, this far into the season. But one thing I do know is I wouldn't count Jalen out. Honestly, regardless of whether we can run the ball, regardless of how people feel about him being able to throw the ball, I think they all have a winning mentality. And that quarterback, he has the worst. When it comes to it's football only. He don't smile. He don't make no jokes. He's locked in, and he's been locked in since they won that Super Bowl. So if they're going to win, I think it's going to have to be on the shoulders of him and on the arm of that quarterback. And I think having A.J. Brown.
They got the arm. If it's on his arm, it might not. Because I'm just thinking, what if they got to play against, we'll say, the Ravens? They're not gonna have a good time, y'all. It ain't gonna be, they play the Ravens.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It's gonna get ugly out there.
Having Devontae Smith, I feel they're going to be okay. Mr. Patullo, he's still gonna be calling the plays. So it's going the onus in winning those games, since you can't run, it's gonna have to come from Jalen.
I think the thing is, for me, Ocho, I'm gonna see if he's gonna be the offensive coordinator next year. Because I remember when they went through that lull.
Yeah.
And he said he believed in him.
Right.
That quarter, he wasn't the coordinator the following year.
Right.
And
would you like to watch sex movie videos? I recently found an amazing app that lets you watch unlimited sex movie videos for free.
I
It's
don't
very easy
know
to use.
why did that pop
And
up? No.
that's when they brought Kelly Moore in, and Kelly Moore, they got called the plays. They went to the Super Bowl and they won it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody says, "Oh yeah, we win as a team, we lose as a team." But we'll see. How much are you willing to take losing as a team before you make changes?
Right.
Because we'll
they
see.
gonna, listen, they gonna make them, but the coaches, Sirianni gonna say all the right stuff publicly. He gonna say all the right stuff. They do everything is always politically correct when they speak. But he know their issues because jobs are at stake. I know you're just coming off a Super Bowl win last year, but I mean, hell, what's going on this year is unacceptable. By their standards, not just the team standards, not the organization. Hell, by the fan standards as well. That's why they egging the goddamn coach house. We not, man. What's up? Man, you better get it. We better get it together, dickhead.
Figure it out. Yeah, it's tough because like when you win the Super Bowl, that's the expectation.
Yes.
And people think Super Bowls are easy. People think once you win it, you just keep winning and winning and winning and winning.
No.
People don't realize like when Tom they they won in 01, they missed the playoffs in 02, and then they won 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't win in 5, they didn't win in 6, they got back in 7, they didn't get back in 8, they got back in 10, then they missed 11, 12, 13, they got back in 4. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to repeat. That's why they have only been a handful. They've been 59 Super Bowl winners. Only a handful of those are repeated.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Very.
It's not something that's easy to do because you have so much turnover. As far as like you get your friends, you can only sign a few, and then people come steal some of your best players that you can't resign. Some of your best coaches, they get other jobs, Ocho. They go to college, they get the jobs in the NFL, and then this is the biggest problem that you have.
Yeah.
You get guys wanting to do more when what they did last time was enough. So everybody wants to be the reason why. So now I need to do more.
Yeah.
Ocho, you caught 85 calls last year, man. I need to catch 100 now. No, 85 was plenty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think the thing is like,
hey, we in week 14, right?
yes.
God damn, huh? For the season.
You only got a couple more weeks, bro. You only got a couple more weeks.
Right.
Over what?
It is. It is.
Season almost over already. It seems like it just started.
You think they got a chance to turn it around, or what you think? If it ain't turned around, or at least show signs of.
I think it's going to be incumbent on Jalen. I don't think they're going to be able to run the football. I don't. Because the offensive line isn't the same. Your center's banged up. Your right guard is not very good. Your right tackle.
Yeah, if your offensive line is trash or they're hurting and they're not at 100%, as a quarterback, you're looking like,
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
ain't nothing I can do, shit.
It's not Lane Johnson.
Right.
Dickerson is injured. He had his knee operated on before the season. So he's basically out there on one leg just gutting it up. They're not the same offensive line. They're not the same offensive team.
Yeah. I got you. But listen. For Patulo's sake, I hope things turn around. I think he needs to have 24-hour security outside his home from this point on. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's come to this, but I think he also needs to understand how serious the fans of Philly take their football.
Yeah,
This ain't no
Philly,
joke.
they crazy.
The fans of Philly.
They crazy about their football. When they won that goddamn Super Bowl last year, but them folks were going crazy out there last year. I mean, they celebrated like on an all-time high.
They beat up Santa Claus, man. They hit him with snowballs. Like, you know
Come on now,
how
dog.
serious that is?
Beat up Santa Claus, my nigga. God. I mean, that's fucked up. Y'all beat up Santa Claus, man? Come on.
I do.
We took Santa? Man, the people in Philly don't play. And they do not play. There's a certain standard that you must live by. as a coach, as a player, and we don't meet that goddamn standard, what happens? You get egged. You get snowballs. I mean, no disrespect. You know, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. Like Philly men and fans, they don't play. They travel well, they support, and they mean business.
A lot of the teams, current 2-game skid, Eagles legend Seth Jordan. Man, I should have called Seth. If I didn't know that you would have, I'd have called him. He came on tonight. That's my guy, man. We in Seth 98.
Seth Jordan, the running back?
Program we had.
The running back?
Nah, Seth was a linebacker.
Oh.
He was on Green Bay in '97. We beat them in We beat him when he was on Green Bay. Then he came to us and got a Super Bowl. And Seth said, "I'm out of here, bro. I'm done." Yeah. A lot of the teams' current 2-game skid, Eagles legend Seth Jordan had some harsh criticism for A.J. Brown. Throughout the season, A.J. has consistently complained after wins because he was unhappy with his lack of involvement. Over the last 2 games, he's had his best 2 statistical performance of the season, and we didn't hear any complaints out of him. Losses. Jordan took issue with that. A lot of people are going to be pissed at me, and they might be even pissed at me, but a lot of ways he's a typical receiver, 21st century wide receiver diva. He's selfish because he's getting the ball on a regular basis, and there's no complaining. The Eagles lost 2 games in a row, and A.J. Brown had 9+ targets and a touchdown. You ain't complaining now. That tells me that's all that bitching and moaning was really about, was really self-centered.
Well, you goddamn right. What are you talking about? Goddamn, Seth, yes. All receivers want the ball. That's the whole point. What are you talking about? Everybody's selfish at some point in the game of football.
I forget what wide receiver they wrote a book called Throw Me the Damn Ball. That shit. Yeah, a famous wide receiver. I don't know if it was T.O. I forget which one it was. I don't want to say the wrong name. But he wrote a book called Throw Me the Damn Ball.
Yes, it's a team sport. Yes, we want to win. But also, we need to be productive. We want to be productive. He didn't sign up if he wanted to run track, he would have ran track. If he wanted to run up and down the field and not do anything and not be productive, he would have ran track. He wants to be productive. He makes $33 million a year. He wants the ball to coincide with the money that he's making. Yes. Winning is a team accomplishment. It's not just on A.J. Brown. It's not just on Saquon Barkley. It's just not on Jalen Hurts. It's a team effort, collectively as a group. When everybody does everything right in unison, you get a W. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Like last year, they got a W. They got a W last year. They won the They won the chip last year.
Franklin Becker, and I'm in miles.
But they playing sorry as hell this year.
Join the more than 7 million adults who have taken Ozempic.
If you know luxury, it's not just.
I got premium, y'all. My bad. Hey, y'all donate to the channel so I get the premium.
All types of sleep.
It's tough.
Very.
Because a part of me understands what he's going through.
Yeah.
And a part of me like, man, look, I wanted the ball too, but I understood at the end of the day, it's just hard. It's just hard. And fans are going to look like, bro, we winning. Man, we winning. Just shut up. If we weren't winning and you're not getting the ball, I'm going to be on your side. I'll have a batter, throw to AJ. But when you're winning, and I get, he promised the owner that he wasn't going to speak out anymore, so he wasn't going to say anything after games, or he wasn't going to put anything on social media. Money up. But that might be a reason.
Yeah, you're going to fuck your money up. Shut the fuck up, play the game, and go home and get your check, bro. Like all that. I'm going to the media and all, bro. You're going to get your first ticket up out of the team, traded to I ain't gonna say that, but traded to a spot you might not want to be at.
Why he's not saying anything, because he promised Jeffrey Lurie that he wasn't going to say anything. It's just tough that when you win, to complain, because I thought the ultimate goal was to win. And I get his point that, look, I'm a #1 receiver. You paid me money. You traded for me to come here. Okay, treat me like that and throw me the ball.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
I mean, I ain't never played wide receiver, but one thing I can say, I mean, that has to be a hard position in football because it's like you're doing all this to acquire the ball. You might be open 10, 15 times in the game, and the quarterback, he might either throw to somebody else, or it might be a situation where he makes a bad throw. It might get intercepted. You wide open and like, damn, bro, why you ain't throw to me? You see what I'm saying? So it could go either way, dog. Either way, man.
You know, the Eagles defense gave up, you know how many yards last week?
I do.
Yeah, a whole lot.
A whole lot.
Goddamn defense, one of the few games all year long, finally, that damn collapsed.
And when we needed the offense to pick us up, what happened?
Yeah, they ain't show up on.
I keep telling people, I said, look, whatever your best unit is, they're gonna have an off Sunday or two. The question is, can the other unit that's not as strong, can you pick them up?
Can they carry it? Yeah.
There were a couple of games
if they had to call
season,
like this, if they had to call the second string in, how strong is your second string? That's just like a basketball game. You don't play 5 players the whole 48 or whatever odd minutes. You do, you know, you got a bench. That's what the bench is for. So you got a bench. You grab from the bench, but if your second stream of players can't like uphold what the first can do, or just at least make it to where it's 75-80% of what they are, it falls apart a lot.
2000. Our defense didn't look like the defense that we had known and come and love. Offense had to pick it up. We picked it up against Jacksonville. We ended up at 39, I think 39, 33, 39, 36, something like that. And we ended up, it was a close game against the Jets, the last game of the season. But at times, it's those types of, those happen.
Yeah.
But like you said, for the better part of 3 months, the defense has been sensational, has been stalwart.
Awesome.
And the offense, okay, man, we ain't got it today. Come on, AJ. Come on, Saquon. Come on, Jalen. Come on, Devontae. So it's hard for any unit to be.
Yeah.
Give you another example. The Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They have been scoring all those points. They scored more points than anybody else in NFL history up until that point. In the one game they couldn't get that, what did they need the defense to do, Ocho? Lock them down.
Lock them down, yeah.
We got the lead. Just keep them out the end zone.
Right.
We kick a field goal, we go on time, we might win the top, boom, go down, go boom. Happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens that way, where the unit that's not as strong or hasn't been as statistically strong was the regular.
I'm about to start all that too. Statistically, he said, "Oh Lord, bro, watch it."
Happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens that way, where the unit that's not as strong or hasn't been as statistically strong was the regular season.
Right.
Happens sometimes. It's statistically strong. Was the regular season. We happen sometimes. Sometimes it happens that way, where the unit that's not as strong or hasn't been as statistically strong. Pull us through for a couple of games, Ocho.
Right.
Happens sometimes. It's tough. It's really tough.
Hey, does it get any easier for the Eagles? Who
no. They got Sunday night game against the they play the Chargers.
Oh, they play the Chargers. Ooh, that's gonna be.
And the Chargers defense, Khalil Mack,
See, they got Khalil Mack, but that's all they need on defense.
We got Khalil Mack. We got
yeah. They got Henley. They got Fairley.
Henley nice.
Khalil Mack. They're collapsing the pocket.
Look,
They can
Khalil
run.
Mack
Now, you
alone.
see,
Khalil Mack alone, bro. That's you might well have goddamn what's the boy name? Rosie Grill goddamn yeah.
Justin Herbert had surgery there on that hand.
Yeah.
They say he's day by day. They'll know more later in the week whether or not he's going to play. They got no. I don't know if they have a good chance they're going to have a winning if Trey Lance.
You might well have the refrigerator carrier Lawrence Taylor on one of these niggas.
The quarterback, but hey,
LT.
Damn, man.
You can't force your defense. Because think about it, Ocho. How many plays that defense played?
Bro, I wonder how many sacks Khalil Mack gonna have
on Thursday. Oh, Friday. Excuse me, Friday. They played Friday. They played Black Friday. So, hey guys, hey, today we ain't got it. Y'all better be getting it, cause we ain't got it either. But it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough because when you the guy, you know, people don't look. But hey, how many balls you catch today? Man, I ain't catch for 3. Damn, what happened to you? Man, they ain't throw me the ball. What the hell you mean? What happened to me?
He was arrested because of what she exposed in front of thousands of people. Just watch.
33 years working in the Social Security.
So it's tough. It's tough.
But you know, it's a few teams, you know, in some issues and troubles with their seasons, you know, right now where it's looking dim, it's looking dark.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs is another one. They got to get it together.
Oh, they got to win out.
Or they got to get it together.
Oh, Joe, I remember. Look, let me tell you how it was. I remember when I first got to Undisputed, and they was like, man, Skip be doing all, man, you Skip talk all the time. I said, I don't get paid by the word. I get paid by the day.
Right.
So long as I show up, I'm gonna make the same money.
Right.
When I was at CBS, you know, we had all those people on the panel. You might get first of all, it's an hour show. You got a host, and you got 4 other guys sitting up there.
Yeah.
So by the time they get to you, sometimes I have like 3 minutes. All I know that direct deposit hit, I got paid by the day. So I ain't complaining about no talk time because they don't pay me by the word.
Right.
They pay me by the word, and I'm trying to get in. I'm talking over everybody. I ain't gonna hold you to that. I'm talking over everybody. Let me get my quota in.
Right.
But I get, part of me do empathize with AJ. He's like in his prime, and he knows. He's like, man, I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all ain't gonna look at last year. Y'all gonna look at this year because y'all gonna say I got a year older. I'm getting closer to 30, and when they get 30, it's normally the cutoff.
Oh, yeah, you know how they play. You know how they play. You know how they play with you.
So, AJ, all I can say is just go out there, just keep playing, just keep fighting hard, just keep playing. Just try to stay positive as you possibly can. Pick up hurts when you can.
Yeah. Hey, Philly fans, come on, man. I love y'all, man. Don't do the coach house like that, man. Don't do it house like that. Don't do it like that. Hey, now watch Patino gonna go out there.
To y'all.
Man,
I think every and I, if I ever had a team, this is how I would run this thing. Hold on, let me hit this right here while I explain this to y'all.
You were watching a master at work.
Alright. So I would have 3 different squads. Like we got the what is it called? We got the offense, the defense, and then we got special teams. Bro, each one of them teams, I need y'all to be hanging out while y'all not at work, bro. Like I need y'all to connect with each other, especially the ones that are that you see are especially that can make things happen. I need y'all to get together, like all the quarterback, the wide receiver, the running back, You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Boom. They ain't got defense. We got all the DBs, all them, you know what I'm saying? The tackles and everybody they got down, they chill after work. They still go out and talk about the job and shit. And same thing with the special team. That's how I would have had played it. You know what I'm saying? To keep the team.
You were watching a master at work.
Like a well-oiled machine, you know what I'm saying? Cause these folk around here looking like goddamn. Yeah, that's how these folk looking out here, bro. Like, damn. Shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. Alright, let's see. Boom. Let's see. I'm gonna break the silence on a little bit. Okay, we'll talk about that. I'm going to Gossip Rush now. I want to see what they talking about though.
We got you covered, Bumblebee. My knight in shining armor.
Well, a little birdie told me rates are taking a dip, which means that dream home won't be there forever.
Gossip Rush.
What's the relationship with you and Gunner right now?
I don't got no relationship. Yeah.
You know what? Imagine me telling you that after years of taking non-stop jabs from Lil Baby, Gunna might have finally dropped the perfect response without even opening his mouth. This moment had the whole internet spinning, and it wasn't even from him talking. His fans did the heavy lifting at his show, and the reaction went wild. Stick with me because I'm
Damn, son, where'd you find
this
this?
whole clash even started, why Lil Baby is looking like one of the biggest contradictions in the rap scene, and how Gunna just hit him with one of the coldest silent comebacks the culture has ever seen. This move had people saying he really did that.
I ain't gonna lie, Gunna career still going up after the whole getting locked up, getting out of jail. Even they said the man was telling, I don't like whatever he did or said or whatever to get out of jail. I don't see that as telling, bro. And you know, I'm a civilian. I ain't no gangster. I ain't shit. I'm just a motherfucker who get up, go to work, and take care of their family. That's it.
Let me take you back to when everything was still solid between them, because to understand why Gunna's quiet moment hit so hard, you gotta know the whole setup behind their fallout.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang. And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And I mean, bro, listen, y'all. This what I'm trying to tell y'all. If he would have not have said yes, ma'am, this like you gotta look at it from all points of view, including the actual law. Bro, if he would have went up there on that stand and said no, I don't know nothing about it, and they fucked around and found out that he knew something about YSL being a gang, they were gonna lock the man up. So it's like, bro, just tell the goddamn truth. That's what he had to do. The fuck? Y'all tripping on that man because that man told the truth, bro. Like, bro, if he would have lied on the stand, they would have had locked him up anyway. So you might well just say, yeah, bro, yeah, okay, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. This nigga Thug was in the goddamn interrogation room for over 2 hours with some people talking and shit. He didn't say all that. He just said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Come on.
Statement. I recognize, accept, and deep.
Y'all better go back to Lil Kim case. Lil Kim back in the day, she had some shit going on with legally, and they asked her some things on the stand. She didn't tell the truth. She got locked up for that, bro. Lil Kim, my nigga.
Regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the game to the detriment of my community. YSL as a game must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes, ma'am.
Gunna and Lil Baby weren't just co-workers, they moved like brothers in the Atlanta scene. Their joint mixtape Drip Harder blasted to number 4 on the Billboard 200, pulling in 130,000 units in week 1, and tracks like Drip Too Hard turned into full-blown anthems. These two were locked in for years. They performed together, traveled together, even lived under the same roof at times. Baby even said Gunna put him on game by paying him $100 to help him learn the basics of writing. Every time they linked up, they cooked something serious in the studio. But everything flipped in 2022.
It's not the holidays until you've seen Garden Lights Holiday Nights at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. Get tickets now.
When did it start?
Something's changed. Something's different.
In 2022. The moment Gunna took that Alfred plea deal in the YSL case, the streets started whispering and the bond between them cracked in a major way.
I take this personally. I think this is bad. First of all, this is the first time he's done this.
Yeah.
Little Baby, you can't avoid Gunna. Your fans want to hear Drip Too Hard. They want to hear these songs that are amazing hit songs that you happen to have with Gunna. You're skipping them because Gunna's a snitch or rat? I thought Young Thug's father said that, and he's not, right? But Little Baby's trying to stand on business and be like, y'all.
He ain't, bro. Like, and ain't no standing on no motherfucking business, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. Like, ain't no standing on no business, bro. Y'all need to keep running the checkup and get the money going. That's what 21 Savage told Thug on the phone call. Like, hey, bro, you need to try to get some money with this little dude, cause, bro, you in jail. Y'all need to run the checkup, nigga. Why is you telling people that man is snitching? And basically, at that time, not Young Thug, 21 Savage didn't even know that. Young Thug probably sat down with the police and talk with them.
We're skipping the song. We're not even playing the song at the concert no more?
For anyone who doesn't know, an Alfred plea basically means you keep saying you're innocent, but you also acknowledge the system might have enough evidence to hit you with a conviction. It's a legal move that helps you dodge a long trial and a heavier punishment. But in street culture and in hip-hop, anything that looks like teaming up with the system gets labeled as snitching, even if the situation is way more complicated. The moment Gunna took that plea, the whole industry shifted on him, and Lil Baby came down the hardest. He unfollowed him instantly and made it clear he was cutting every connection. This didn't feel like business. This felt emotional. Baby really believed someone he viewed as family turned his back on him. Then December 2023 came, and that's when the first major hit dropped. Baby was on his It's
But you and Gunna right now.
I don't got no relationship. Yeah.
Only Me tour, and when Drip Too Hard started playing, something he had performed hundreds of times, he shut it down on the spot and told the crowd, turn that off. The whole place exploded, and the clip within minutes. Baby wasn't just distancing himself from Gunna, he was publicly cutting off their entire legacy together right in front of thousands.
Like, Baby shouldn't have did that shit either, bro. Like, bro, y'all could have still kept running the checkup, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't get it, bro. Like, where's all the greed at, bro? Like, bro, if anything, Thug in jail, y'all need to be trying to work together to try to help this man get out of jail, or, you know what I'm saying? Put y'all shit together, man. This ain't.
And the disrespect hit even deeper because Drip Too Hard was their biggest win together, a track that brought in major money and helped turn both of them into stars. For Baby to throw that song away on stage was like rewriting their whole history in real time. That moment showed Baby was ready to throw away their whole legacy just to make a statement about street rules. But he wasn't stopping there. Only 9 days later, he dropped a track called 350, where he spelled out exactly how he felt with the line, I don't care what a rat still, and I said what I said, don't at me. The bar hit hard. He didn't say Gunna's name, but everybody knew who he was aiming at. In Baby's eyes, Gunna crossed a line he couldn't come back from, and their bond was done for good. All through 2024, Baby kept sending shots, some slick, some direct. In interviews, he kept bringing up loyalty and staying solid, clearly hinting that Gunna broke that code. Every time Gunna dropped new music or caught a win, Baby had something sharp to say. On social media, Baby posted cryptic.
I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to it, saying or something, man, don't do it. Let's drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that drop. Send your verse in, bro. I want you and Wham on the same song. Send your verse in.
Messages about fake friends and people who switch sides when pressure hits. And as time passed, the shots got even more personal. Baby started flipping their old lyrics and using them as digs, performing their old collabs, but switching the words just to...
Are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't know if you believe me. That's what he sent to, or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All them rappers start not for Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like he's trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but he's kind of stuck in a...
Clown Gunna in front of crowds. The latest, and easily the most disrespectful, shot came when Baby dropped that gym line, rapping, push up on him at the gym, I hope Aneem doing his push up.
I'm gonna play games, man. That man told you should have went in there and kept your mouth closed. If you a rat, you a rat. You took a plea saying, you know, it's a game.
That bar hit different because it wasn't just about the snitching talk. It was personal. He was clowning Gunna's weight drop and his whole physical change. For someone who used...
Now, again, made a song talking, take it to trial, but you just copped out and left your man for dead. You talking about scratch that song or delete that.
To move like your closest friend to come at you like that, that's when you know the bond is officially gone. And the wild part is, Gunna's fitness journey has been one of the brightest things in his life since getting out. He dropped over 50 pounds, got into top shape, and even spoke about how working out helped his mind and his spirit. So Baby mocking that progress showed he wasn't just taking professional shots. He was willing to take it to a deep, personal place. But this is where everything flips, because the situation gets messy real fast. According to a leaked jail call that went viral, Young Thug himself said Baby and Lil Durk jumped the gun when they started calling Gunna a snitch. In the call, Thug basically said these rappers pushed that story before even knowing what truly happened in the case. That was huge because it came straight from Thug, someone who was actually involved and fully aware of the real details. Thug said Baby and Durk...
Now this is new information. I have not heard this part. I have not heard this yet. This right here, I ain't heard this yet. Hold on. Let's see what they're talking about, though.
Reacted off emotion and ended up creating a whole storyline that he had to ride with just to protect his own street image.
Not dropping your cash cow from your label.
At all.
You're not doing it, even if you think he's a snitch.
No.
You're not doing it.
Joe, you not doing it. There's some people that would do that.
Some people would.
Who?
A lot of people would do that.
We got 100 years in the music business. Point me to one person that's done it. All we have is a pattern of working through the discrepancies because it's way too much money involved in the music business. Y'all can't fool me with that. Y'all tell your street buddies. Sorry.
He basically revealed that the entire Gunna is a snitch narrative was pushed by artists who weren't even involved in the case at all. Think about that for a second. Baby cut off someone who moved like a real brother to him, dragged him in public, and broke apart their whole musical bond off what Thug himself described as straight up jumping the gun. That's not loyalty. That's following a crowd without check.
So maybe Thug did listen to 21 Savage in that call when he said you shouldn't and you should do it a different way. And maybe he did try to tell them to, not say that, but in the end, it all came out as, oh, he a snitch. And then Thug feeling like, oh, I can't even go with him now because everybody think the man is snitch. Like, this shit just really just wild. But shout out to Gunna for his, just the change in his life and trying to be a better man, to be a better version of himself. I respect that.
Checking the facts. Baby let street rules and online pressure crush a friendship that helped shape both of their careers. But here's where the hypocrisy starts getting loud, because Baby's own business world doesn't match the energy he gives Gunna. His label, Quality Control Music, is co-owned by Pierre P. Thomas, someone who has his own documented situation involving cooperation with law enforcement. Back in 2010, P allegedly spoke with Atlanta police about a case involving his friend who lost his life. Paperwork leaked on...
Bruh, they talking about P. Come on, bruh. Like, the whole P thing, bruh. Bruh, at this point, P was basically a civilian, bruh. P was a street nigga. He's not a street nigga no more. When he started his label, the street shit went out the window. Like, P is a businessman, a family man, someone who is trying to better the world with music and helping people at the same time. We ain't gonna have no peace slander on this channel.
Line showing he gave information about what happened that night. Now let's be real. Nobody's judging P for wanting justice for his friend. Most people would react the same way if somebody close to them.
Come on, bro. What are you saying? What are you saying, sir?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Or worse. But if we're using the exact same street rules Baby used to judge Gunna, then P would fall into that same category Baby was yelling about. Yet Baby clearly has no issue being in business with P, making millions together and pushing a whole empire built with him. Baby has never called P a rat, never stepped back from quality control, and never said a single public word about P's cooperation with law enforcement. The double standard is loud, and it proves Baby's stance clearly isn't rooted in real principles. This contradiction gets even clearer when you realize Baby has never been tested in a serious legal situation. It's easy to talk about staying...
I think Baby, if I'm not mistaken, I think Baby had been to prison, but they say he ain't been in there for nothing serious.
Solid when you've never had to choose between a plea deal and spending the rest of your life behind bars. Baby's been lucky. He's avoided major legal trouble, so he's never had to face the type of pressure Gunna went through. So the irony is wild. Baby is judging Gunna for a position he's never experienced, while at the same time doing business with someone who actually did cooperate during an investigation. It shows his outrage is selective, driven by...
But see, like, they're saying, like, bro, we gotta run that back again one more time. P is not a street man. Like, he's not in the streets. He's a business owner. I can't say that no more clear. Yeah. P homie got killed. P told him for what happened. That's what goes on with civilians and like people that's in the business world that, you know, they're not caught up in street shit.
Public perception instead of real street rules. Meanwhile, Gunna has handled all this chaos with a level of calm that shocked the whole industry. Instead of jumping into a messy back and forth, he locked in on his music and kept building. His last album was a commercial and critical win, debuting at number 15 on the Billboard 200. Proving that all the snitching talk didn't crush his fan base like people expected. Gunna's whole strategy has been letting the numbers speak. While Baby and others kept throwing shots, Gunna kept selling out arenas, stacking chart placements, and growing his brand. He packed out major venues like the Barclays Center in Brooklyn and the YouTube Theater in Los Angeles, showing his support is still huge and loyal. And on the rare occasions Gunna has spoken on the situation, he made sure to keep it sharp and controlled. He's handled the whole situation with a level of class in his music. He's made quiet, clever references to how certain people switched up on him, but he's never dropped to name-calling or personal attacks. Tracks like Bread and Butter had subliminal lines, but they were smooth and artistic, not messy or disrespectful. But the moment that truly showed Gunna's mindset happened at a recent show. A fan in the crowd held up their phone with F Lil Baby written across the screen, clearly trying to get Gunna's attention and maybe push him into addressing the beef. And when Gunna saw it, instead of getting tense or dodging it, he burst out laughing, like genuinely laughing hard. That one reaction said everything. Here's a man who's been getting hit with disses for more than 2 years straight, and when someone tries to drag him into the drama, he just laughs. It showed he isn't angry, bitter, or pressed about any of it. If anything,
That's how y'all gotta be about shit, like, bro. Like, you can't be out here, worried or this and that, bro. Just live your life, man. Have a good time. Be safe. Do the right thing. And I'm sure everything will work out for you.
he thinks the whole situation is almost funny now. The clip of him laughing went viral instantly, and the reactions were wild. Some people felt it was disrespectful, like he wasn't taking Baby's shots seriously. Others thought it was the perfect move, showing he's grown past the negativity and refuses to get pulled back in. But everybody agreed. That moment revealed exactly where Gunna's head is at right now. And what made it even more powerful is that it happened at his show, surrounded by his fans. This wasn't a random run-in somewhere. This was Gunna completely in his zone, fully backed by people who support him. That laugh wasn't fake, forced, or staged. It was real, and it showed he's at peace with where he's standing today. It looked real, like Gunna honestly finds the whole situation funny now. And that reaction showed the huge difference in how both artists are dealing with everything. Baby keeps throwing shots in the world, firing back. He's not in diss track, begging for attention. He's just living his life and letting the wins stack up. And honestly, that might hit Baby hard.
For the most comfortable.
I'm sorry, yeah, man. Hey, y'all kicking me in the comment cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, definitely a notification. Peace, man, and definitely one.